Whoa. Shoot.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. Rolling to his right. He's got his man, London, right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, Dart. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's Dart. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 19.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That guy's going to run the football a whole lot more. I'd hate to be the offensive coordinator now because all he's going to say is, how come I'm not touching him more? Did you see me out there moving around, wiggling, and making it happen? Give me the ball, coach.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Number 83.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. With some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Nick Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 19. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And they'll run it here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
2nd and 6.
To throw now, Dart. This pass is caught by London. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That's good.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's taken a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made.
Now it's timeout called for by the defense. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Marcel Reese punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way down to the 35. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
Here's Prescott.
First down.
Has it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Dolphins.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you do it. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
48-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Play fake, and here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here's Dart. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Coverage defensively by Trent McDuffie.
Throwing, Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing his Dart. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. In motion right, Olave. Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Prescott now. Wisely will throw that one away.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 3rd down and goal coming up here. Throwing. Prescott. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Steelers 7.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll run it here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. On play action, here's Dart. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come up, 1st and 10 here. Prescott. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.M. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
This situation is nothing new to this quarterback. He's been in 2-minute drills many times throughout his career. We'll see if he can get another comeback victory under his belt.
Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And 4 yards to go.
Here's Dak. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Now Dak. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
4 yards. And it's 4th down.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
Commissioner Goodell atop the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the Miami Dolphins. They are your Super Bowl 60 champions.